Okay, I'm going to show you how I made this concrete countertop. And I will walk through the process and show you how I made the forms, how I packed the forms, the mixtures, how I did the acid staining and the finish. So I will walk you through exactly how I made these concrete countertops and show you exactly how easy or hard it is depending upon your viewpoint of it. So just stay with me for a little bit and I'll show you how I did it. Hi, my name's Dennis Crowder and I'm going to talk about building concrete countertops. I'm going to do this because I've looked around and everybody just wants to sell you their little secret formulas of concrete mixes and books and tapes and bullshit like that, but it's really easy to do. It took some trial and error from me, but it was worth it. They're really cool. They come out nice. I really don't care about the copyright of good beer or good music on in the background. I prefer to drink good beer and I prefer to listen to good music. So you kind of got to do those things to really produce good work. So anyways, a few things you need. You need a cement mixer. I like to use concrete sand, white Portland Federal Cement, and Fiberglass Mesh keeps it strong. And I like to use like metal sheets, like what you can see right here. That's all. Just buy that at any local hardware store. And then I like to make the forms out of melamine. It's really heavy, it's kind of expensive, but you get really smooth finishes. You don't have to grind it or any shit like that, which is really messy. So this form is with, you put acid down, you acid stain it, and it gets all different colors, and then you put like a waterborne epoxy resin on there. And what that does is creates a nice sheen when you're finished. So let me show you what I've done here. I drew out where the sink is going to go. I'm going to put in a drop-in sink in this one. I've marked the knockouts for the sink. Those are 4 inches on center, 1.5 inches. I'm just going to use a big piece of dowel. I'm going to cut it to the thickness of the countertop I'm going to do. Alright, welcome back. I got my router set up. I just have a laminate trimmer that I cut out right here so I could see better, and I put a 1/4 inch route bit in there so I can cut the groove to put the 1/4 inch melamine in. You have to forgive me for my my video production. I didn't quite have Wes Anderson or James Moran or Joel Cohen. Those guys, they're just a little busy right now, but if you bear with me, I can show you how to make some concrete countertops, and maybe later those guys will call me, but make sure you got ear protection, because you want to hear your kids crying and your wife yelling at you later. And then make sure you wear safety glasses and all that business. But I'm going to go ahead and cut this out, and then I'll show you what I'm going to do. I'm going to just follow the lines. I'm going to do one freehand, and then I'm going to do one with a jig. So what I did is I put this 2x4 running the length for the outside cut, and I just used some C-clamps and clamped it down. But what you can see is I did a test route, and then I just barely missed the line. The line is like right here, so it kind of made like a little bit. So what I did is I was able, in the test area, to adjust the board. So now all I gotta do is just run the router with the fence on the board, and then you can go the whole distance, and get a real good straight line. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut that, and then cut the other ones. I'll just jig them out and then cut them out, and then I'll show you when I rip the fences and stick them in the slots. Alright, so I cut them, and them out. What you want to do is work quick and easy. So without having to use a measuring tape, you can just, you know, put the pieces up there and mark it with your pencil. It's a heck of a lot quicker than putting your tape measure out every 30 seconds. Got it on the saw. Grab a hammer. Go in there. And that should give you a good enough, it should be stable enough for concrete. Just go ahead and mark, you know, all the rest of the lines and then put them in there. Alright, so here you can see I've got all of the little dividers in. They're just sitting in. What I'm going to do is I got some window and door silicone. And I got black because it's really easy to see, you know, against the white concrete. And then these are the knockouts. It's just 1.5 inch dowel that I cut to this height of the side rails. I'm just gonna silicone them down, and then I gotta cut the sink form out. Put a first round of caulk down, as you can see, and then I put this trim in there. So it's that cheap plastic stuff, but it's perfect for this. This is just 3/4 round, or it's 1/4 round, but it's 3/4 inch. And I'm just gonna nail it in and then caulk it down, and it creates like a little, like a routed edge or whatever. So it'll look really cool when it's all finished. So, but put anything in there you want, man. You know, like Bob Ross style, man. Happy little trees and stuff like that. So just get fun with it, man. This is concrete's fun because you can, whatever you can think of, you can just do. So. I'm going to pop some nails in here and then be moving on to the sink.